A good evening and good Tuesday to you. It is, of course, a wonderful time, and I hope everybody out there's having an absolute blast. And who am I to wish all these things to you? Why, I am Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming at you live on a Tuesday evening, because honestly, how else could I be? Although, if I ever get advance notice that I'm going to kick the bucket, I will stack up a bunch of streams and schedule them just to mess with you all. Anyway, Ian, Cloudy T, Michael Dale, Adam France, Unregistered Hypercam, Local Gumby, Kennick Vaughn, Robert Phillips, Chris, Meteor Key Press, which sounds like a great football play, I should point out. Michael Dale, if I didn't say you already, Light Main, Dave Mills, and the rest of you folks out there who haven't said anything. How are you? I hope you're having an extraordinary week. And if you haven't been here since I did the Saturday 1 a.m. Insanity stream, or last night's just sort of week kickoff stream, I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. A happy one, if you will, or if you will not. But anyway, so I hope you guys are all doing very well. We have got some first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons for you at the bottom of the hour. So I hope you have got your adventuring gear together. Now, if you're new here, if you have not watched our first edition AD&D live streams before, let me tell you a little bit about how it works. We play first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons. We have a group here. They all stream in, courtesy of StreamYard, and we rock some first edition AD&D. But, and this is important, this is oh so important, guys. If you have any questions, if you're new to first edition AD&D, returning or just starting, and you don't understand, you don't quite get what's going on, ask a question. And if somebody in the community doesn't know the answer and I catch your question, I'll do my best to answer it. See, folks, we really play first edition AD&D here, okay? There's no table reads, there's no scripts, there's no seasons, although I reserve the right to refer to breaks between sections of campaign as seasons for reasons that may become a little bit more obvious tonight. No, we play the game as it's meant to be played. We just happen to share it with you guys. And I'm happy to share it, and I'm joyful to share it because I love first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and I want you to love first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And if you have got a question, boom, flyer, how the heck are you? Venger, there you go. You missed the intro tune. That's fine. I have a request out to Rich to see if I can play the entire song for you guys, perhaps, over the holiday season. But anyway, to get back where I once belonged, to what I was saying, these live streams are, they're the real deal, guys, okay? They're the real deal. Michael Dale, thank you very much for the super, but what does it all mean? What does it all mean? What can it all mean? That is, how shall I say, super of you. Although it's super interesting to, oh, there it is, okay. But yeah, that's kind of what we do on the show. And I hope you guys are entertained by it. Now, I get a lot of, I do tend to get a lot of feedback from people who say, I don't watch people stream tabletop games. It's, I don't enjoy it. And I get it. I absolutely get it. I watch live stream games from time to time. But I completely understand that. But I also know there's a segment of you out there who do enjoy it. There's 27 of you watching the live stream right now. So unless like 20 of you are going to depart when we start playing the first edition AD&D game, I would say I pretty much got my finger on the pulse of what you folks would like to see. If I may be so bold. If I may be so bold. But that's what we're going to do tonight. And if you are just stopping by, if the winds of YouTube have blown you to this sandy beach where we've got like a tiki bar going on, and there's raucous music, and there's happiness, and there's joy, and you push your way through the jungle right on the edge of the beach, and you want to be part of this, please click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications. Think of that as the lighthouse that will guide you back once again every night, because guys, 5 nights a week, I'm live streaming classic TTRPG for you guys. Okay, whether it is a gameplay, whether it is one of the luminaries of classic tabletop role-playing games, whether I just do this, I take my hands off the wheel and close my eyes and let the car just kind of swerve back and forth till my co-host Kyle reaches over and grabs the wheel, you're going to get quality content. Wave of Mutilation wants to know if I shrank. Someone washed me in hot water and he shrank. I did just get out of the shower that not too long ago, but no, the webcam that you guys are watching me over, and I've talked about this before, it is a lovely Panasonic DSLR that does HDMI capture. So that's my webcam, and I'm sticking to it. The focus is pulled back. Basically, it's pulled back. Kabuki Kid, hello. You know, you call yourself Kabuki Kid. Have I ever seen you in Kabuki makeup? I have not. I have not. What are you playing at here, Kabuki Kid, if that is your real name? But anyway, so yeah, you know, there's plenty to do here. So please subscribe, click the bell icon for notifications, and that's a new thing. That is a new an old new thing that YouTube is doing. So like now when you click subscribe, it doesn't auto click the bell icon. So make sure you click the bell icon, because I've had some people recently subscribe and say John Stewart Keller. They didn't subscribe and say John Stewart Keller. They subscribe and say, yeah, I subscribe, but I'm not. Are you still doing live streams? I'm like, yeah, go check your notification. Oh, the bell wasn't clicked. So make sure you click that. Thank you. I made Yancey mad, and she shrank me. Yeah, no, and it's Yancey. It's Yancey with an O. Yoncee. Yancey. Named after a lovely young woman I dated in college. It's not meant as a slur or an insult. She was a very, very sweet young woman. But anyway, yeah, 34 people watching. Very excellent. Speaking of numbers, I try not to dwell too much on the metrics because it makes me sound greedy. But we are currently sitting at, drum roll please, we're still at 5,085. I would love to hit 5,100 subs if we could do it, just because I like nice round numbers. If we could do that by like the first week of December. So if you guys have friends who might like this kind of content, tell them to subscribe. Send them over. And I will do my best to entertain them. Oh, I should put that up there. I made Yancey mad and she shanked. Yeah, nope. No, I did not. But anyway, so we've got some hell of D&D coming tonight. Now, one thing that I do want to point out, speaking of short people, they got no reason. Our resident Halfling Thief Mark is not here, but we did stop in media res last week. So we'll just have to roll with it, as it were. But anyway, you might have noticed, some of you might be wondering, what in fact is all of this? Well, not before the 1st of December, but I am going to be kringling the space here. So I'll have some lights up. I'll have some decorations around. Hopefully you guys will like it. The majority of it is going up this weekend. So we'll have all that to look forward to. And of course, to point out, wow, 36. Welcome everyone. And to point out, the first, Friday is the 1st. Yes, Friday is the 1st, Saturday is the 2nd, Sunday is the 3rd. That's right. Starting on Friday, we're going to start with and I can't believe how blown out that is, but given everything else around here, yes, I kind of can believe how blown out this is. But starting on Friday, and this won't be live on the show. These will be, well, I may start it live. I may start it live. But we're going to be doing the Dudragao Dice Advent Calendar unboxing. So that's pretty exciting. We did one of these last year. I think you guys rather liked it. So we're going to be seeing what the good folks at Dudragao sent for us. And I won't know are you guys and me, we'll find out at the same time. I'm not going to go through the calendar and open it up. I don't think they would have sent me any inappropriate dice. But so we'll have this to look forward to. Something else I can't wait for this weekend, and you guys will hopefully see the effect of it. Unfortunately, you won't see it live when I do, but you'll see it on recorded videos. I have a polarizing filter coming. So see how blown out that is? And how bad the reflection is on that if I hold it the wrong way? My apologies to those of you who just got blinded. See how washed out everything is? The polarization filter is hopefully going to help with that. You'd love to see a minis I don't know if anyone does a minis advent calendar. That is Saturday. That shows up Saturday the 2nd, which is also Mrs. the Dungeon Delver's birthday. So if anyone wants to throw an early super for Mrs. the Dungeon Delver, I'll see to it that she gets it. Make my own minis. I suppose I could, but part of the joy of Advent is surprise, not just to you guys to see it, but me. Although I kind of have a couple of things that I might print off and paint up real quick. Little decorations for around here. Are the characters going to have a surprise visit by Santa Orc this Winter's Veil? No. And, I've got to... Okay, I've got to get on my bully pulpit about something for just a minute. Oh, thank you, Vaughn. Thank you. Early. It's 2 L's, by the way. She's quite insistent. You don't have to re-super chat, but just to let you all know, it is 2 L's. But anyhow, I've got there's something, fellow D&Ders, using fellow as the broad term. early January for the resin 3D printing channel, Michael. Okay. This dips deep into personal preference, and I might roll over the toes of a few people, but when have I ever shied away from doing that? Never. So let me explain something. I am a huge fan of Christmas. I love Christmas. It is hands down my favorite holiday of all time. I love Christmas. I like Christmas to be jolly and happy. I get it that not everyone has the same experience as me, and a lot of people, my co-host Kyle, for example, he's Jewish, doesn't celebrate Christmas, and I bear no one any grudge about that. So many times when I talk about my Monday night group, which is private, I don't live stream them. Funny story there, I'll tell it some other time. When I talk about the Christmas game, which I do every year for them, I have been doing it now for 7 of the 9 years that the game's been going. And because I'm not a rich man, not by any stretch of the imagination, I do a Christmas game for them. But it's always a Christmas themed game, a Christmas elements melding into Dungeons and Dragons, and I enjoy it. They enjoy it. So many times when I tell people about that who aren't associated with the game, and again, I'm not angry about it, but they're like, yeah, you should have like Cthulhu show up in a Santa hat and kill everybody in Bethlehem, or it's like the players should side with Krampus and beat kids, and steal toys and give or the elves are actually drow and they're making evil magic toys for children or what. Let me just say unequivocally, never. Don't suggest that to me. Even if I was completely irreligious in my feelings about Christmas. And look, if we want to get like historical for a second, Christ was actually probably born in March, based on what we know about Roman census and taxes at the time. The early church put it in December to screw with Saturnalia. Oh, you guys have a big holiday in December. So do we. You don't have to give up your December merrymaking. Isn't that wonderful? Come on over here. Christopher Sims, hello. But anyway, so to get back to the crux of what I was saying, even if I felt that way, like it's just a holiday. I don't want to do dark Christmas. I don't want to do ironic Christmas. I don't listen to hateful renditions of Christmas songs. Like, oh, the only Christmas movies I want to watch are, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians and, Tromaville Christmas and stuff. No, guys, I love Christmas. I love everything traditional about Christmas. You guys want to know what my favorite Christmas album is? We Wish You a Merry Christmas by Ray Conniff, the Ray Conniff Singers. You know the ones. If you're Gen X, you know the one because your parents had it and they played it on a loop. I love it for all of its cheesiness, not ironically. Seriously. So that's no Bob Rivers, Vincent. Sorry. I even like going out and doing a little bit of shopping the closer we get to Christmas. Because I worked in retail for many, many years. I worked in a mall at Christmas. And getting out of the store at break time and walking around, the crowds, the music, the lights. Cheese Wagon, hello. And that's fine. That's awesome. But, okay, so Cheese Wagon brings up a good point. He's more of a Halloween person. Cool. He's more of a Halloween person. I would never presume to say it's October 1st. Let's, why don't you dress up as Santa Claus on Halloween? It's October 1st. Let's start playing Christmas carols. What? Why can't Halloween be a jolly holiday? Why don't we do Halloween wreaths? Why don't we do Christmas themed renditions of the Monster Mash, and instead of Werewolves of London, Merry Elves of London? I would never. I like Halloween too. Christmas is my favorite. So a Charlie Brown Christmas is a very, very close second, John Stewart Keller. So I guess what I'm saying is when I tell you guys about the Christmas game, or for some of you who maybe play in the Monday night game and watch the live streams, which I think is exactly none of you, that's never going to be a thing. I'm not gonna do like, a Black Christmas themed AD&D game. Kool-Aid. Well, I think we should all strive to be that, Kool-Aid. We should all strive to be that. But anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I just felt like that was an important thing, because I do get asked that. You guys, I don't think anyone has ever hit me with that. But like I'll post up on Twitter or on Facebook, running the D&D game. Oh, you should have like a gelatinous cube has the bones of Santa Claus in it, and people can just see like his hat. His red hat and his sack full of dissolving toys, and maybe some kids' skeletons in there too. No. I'm never going to do that. Quite honestly, some of the suggestions I've got make me wonder if these, if these children weren't like, I don't know, or if these people weren't beaten as children. Well, not at the end, he didn't, Vinger. Thank you for the super, though. Vinger says Scrooge did nothing wrong. If you get a chance, look up War in the Christmas Village miniatures. Have PCs Save Christmas game. I have done PCs Save Christmas. I really have. But let's keep the joy in Christmas, whether it is an irreligious holiday for you or whether it's all about the Advent, or you're somewhere in between. If you're Gen X, we were, Dave. You know what my second favorite, third favorite version of A Christmas Carol. My favorite version of A Christmas Carol is the George C. Scott rendition. Absolutely love it. Future Alfred the Butler, Michael Goke, is in it as one of the stockbrokers. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment. Now, the Muppets is a damn fine Wendy and Disability. That is a great one. Now, when you say the Muppets, do you mean? Well, no, that's really more of no, never mind. No, the Michael Caine Muppets Christmas Carol is great. I saw a fun thing about Michael Caine and Tim Curry. It was kind of a comparison. Michael Caine worked so well in A Muppet's Christmas Carol because he treated all the Muppets like other actors. Tim Curry worked so well in Muppet Treasure Island because he treated himself as another Muppet. And I love that. I don't know if it's true, but it's a good one. So yes, the George C. Scott's my favorite. Scrooged is my second favorite with Bill Murray. Absolutely adore Scrooged. But my third favorite actually stars Henry Winkler back when he was a young man playing the Fonz. That's what he was known for. I think it came out in 78 or 79. It's called An American Christmas Carol. You can probably find it kicking around on YouTube or one of the free streaming channels you get with like a Fire Stick or a Roku. But check out An American Christmas Carol. It's actually pretty darn good. I do recommend. And it meta references A Christmas Carol in a couple of places. Now, there's a lot of Christmas movies that I do like. Wow, 40 people out there watching. Thank you all. We're going to be starting. By the way, if you're sitting out there going, I thought this guy said he was going to play at Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, we're going to start in like 5 minutes, guys. Don't worry. Favorite live action Christmas, because there's subcategories, guys. There's animated, there's magic motion, and then there's live. But my favorite live action Christmas movies are the aforementioned renditions of Charles Dickens' classic. And I guess, well, gosh, I just kind of excluded it. Standalone in terms of presentation, I would have to say Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. It kind of spans all of those. Elf. A Christmas Story, the Mystery Science Theater 3000 watching of Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. The movie without them is unwatchable, which is kind of the whole premise. I'm going to get in trouble for saying this. I was never like a huge fan of Miracle on 34th Street. I acknowledge how good it is. Okay. I'm just saying it's not like top tier. Like if I wake up on December 26th and go, oh, I didn't see that, I'm not broken up. But another one is 1951's A White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. Adore A White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye and Rosemary Clooney and Van Johnson and so many other people. It just big thumbs up. Love that one. Gosh, what else? So I guess when we go into animated, like cartoon, like cell animation, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Frosty the Snowman. Oh, what are some good cartoon Christmases you guys like? I know they'll spark my imagination. You know what I tried to do a few years ago? Go back and watch Nelvana's A Cosmic Christmas. Don't. Sometimes you find a bottle of wine that you had forgotten about for years and you realize This is aged wonderfully. Sometimes you find a bottle of wine that has turned into vinegar. Guess what that did? But when it comes to Magic Motion, of course, Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town. Rudolph and Rudolph Shiny New Year. Let's see. The Year Without a Santa Claus just gets trippier every year I watch it, but I still love it. Oh, shoot, I almost forgot. Animated, of course, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Little Drummer Boy, I love the song. And when I was a kid, I loved the Magic Motion. It's a little too self-important for me to enjoy now, but I'll watch it every once in a while. My players are getting antsy in the green room, so but so many good ones. Animated, my favorite animated one, hands down, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Unquestionably, I love A Charlie Brown Christmas. I'll stop where I am. If that's if we're shopping, if we're at Target or Walmart or whatever during the season, and they're running that on one of their TVs as a display, whether it's a segment or the whole thing, I will stop and watch as much of it as Mrs. the Dungeon Delver can stand for me to stand there and watch it. Unquestionably, my favorite Christmas special of the made-for-TV Christmas specials. Oh, Kabuki! No, I'd forgotten about that one. We'll put it in the stack of Christmas Carol renditions. Yeah, I don't even want to think about that. You know what else is a Christmas movie? The video for Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim. Trust me, watch it. You'll see. Watch the high definition version on YouTube. But there are a great many. But you know what isn't a Christmas special? The next 2 hours of First Edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. So let's put away the Christmas toys for just a few minutes. And let's welcome our group of scary makers and say good evening to the one, the only Marius Evil, ooh, foreshadowing, as played by Kevin.
Hello.
Hello. And of course, everybody's favorite Grinch, Doomsword Deathmaster, playing Vrugdorn.
What's up?
We have Mobius in the house, bringing some of that old-time religion, playing Duran, the cleric.
Hey, how's it going?
And as I like to say, if it wasn't for Sir Standard, we wouldn't have any standards at all, played by Thane Kyle. Good evening to you.
Guten Abend.
All right, everyone. So welcome back to you all. I hope you had a good Turkey Day, and let's jump right into tonight's adventure. When last we left the party, you all stood within the weird red and black mineral-coated halls in the far western and upper reaches of the ravine that defines the Caves of Chaos. You're all quaking in your boots as you've dealt blows to the enemies of law and order. What do you wish to do now, adventurers? What do you wish to do now?
Do we want to go back to the keep and get our 10,000 XP in gold? Or do we keep moving in?
Perhaps we haul back what we got.
Yeah, I don't know if we could trust those men-at-arms with that much cash.
Well, two of our men-at-arms, one of our men-at-arms is non-funked. The other's dragging the non-funked one behind him. So, that's one of the reasons why I believe so.
Well, they already know we're here. They're forming reinforcements as we speak. That's what I would do. So what's the matter of another day?
Indeed. So let's backtrack. We can swap out the useless men-at-arms for our two good ones. And you know, we have 4, you know, so may as well, right?
Correct.
Right.
Let's go, Cinnamon.
Indeed.
Okay.
Any random encounters as we leave, DM?
No random encounters. I was just checking that.
Awesome. Nothing to keep?
No, nothing to the keep.
Jesus Christ, we got lucky. All right. Any news at the keep as we pull in?
Well, you've only been gone a couple of hours, so no news at the keep.
Cool. Well, should we wish it, let's plop our men-at-arms down. I can... Now, gents, with these 2 other men-at-arms, I have a question. So I have them presently outfitted, I believe, in studded leather. They have, point of fact, they have AC 7. I'm just going to put it that way because that's what I have noted down on my sheet. I have their AC and their weapons noted, and that's about it. Their hit points and, you know, how much I pay them. We had made noises. Also, sorry, my voice sounds like hot garbage tonight. I have this permanent cough. But we had made noises of getting them better armor. Do we want to see if there's any at hand, even if it's just, say, banded mail or something a bit more economical?
Yeah, something to improve them, I think, is definitely a good idea.
We've got a couple of suits of normal plate mail kicking around. I think there should be at least 2. There was my old suit.
Do we?
And then
if we do,
I'm pretty sure we have 2 suits of plate mail.
I know we have your old suit. Drew, did we save yours? Or did you sell it?
Yeah, I didn't sell it.
Would you two be willing to pass that on to the men-at-arms?
Bit of good.
Absolutely.
That would make
They need to stand in battle.
Saves me paying more money for banded mail.
That would bring them what, to AC 2? Is that right?
With shields to AC 2, without AC 3.
Good. So that's what they have. They do have shields.
Speaking of shields, I got to pick one up.
Yeah, absolutely. So that works out great. Now these guys have swords. Do you want me to give them spears, or do you want me to keep them with their swords?
Well, we're gonna need frontline fighters.
So swords it is then.
If that's good with you.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I can stand in the front, you know.
I know you can.
You know, I have double-digit hit points now, and I have an AC that rivals yours, I think. So
surprising for an elf.
The dexterity helps. The dexterity helps a lot. It's not as good as our thief though. But nonetheless, all right. So I guess let's go get you your drinks and set out in the morning.
It works for me. So, what do we have in the way of treasure and whatnot? Do we just store that, stash it, whatever, deal with it later?
Which one of us wants the bone tube with the scroll of Prot Undead? Not me, obviously. Anybody can use it, so anybody that wants the XP.
I have no use for such trinkets.
I don't think you can read.
That's a good point. Never seen the need to.
It's a holy scroll. You get credit for trying.
Indeed. What about wait a second. What about the other magic user? Marius,
Yeah, you should give it to Marius for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason not to, right?
Just
You know.
put it in his
Well,
hand.
Here's the good thing, right? It isn't heavy. So
It is not.
my 5 strength could probably lift it a little bit. So,
It's a cursed scroll tube of heaviness.
Yeah, right. It's the tube itself is made of depleted uranium.
and it has a tungsten scroll in it. Yeah, that's the way to do
Tungsten foil scroll, depleted uranium tube, couple osmium plugs in each end of the tube.
The trap.
Just drop it.
D4.
Hey, welcome, RPG Grandma. Welcome.
All right, so there you go. By all means, you could use it.
Buffer tube of protection from undead. Okay, got it.
Yep.
With tungsten spring and core. All right.
Right.
Yep.
Now I need the rest of the device. Like I said.
You are slowly on your way to building a nuclear weapon.
We'll just start
In
with something
Minecraft.
short and black.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah.
In Minecraft, yes.
That's fair. Well, we'll give you a railgun in Minecraft while we're at it.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess I will take said possession to be used in case things are future possessed.
Alrighty.
Takest thou thy holy hand grenade of Antioch?
Okay, so your scroll of protection from undead will net you. Let's see here. Scroll up a bit. Protection scrolls. I want to say that they are 1,500 XP each, but don't quote me on that. Scrolling up, protection undead. Yes, protection from undead. 1,500 experience points to you, good sir.
Okay, 16.
Sweet.
To me.
Yep.
Awesome.
So as that's going on, I guess I come up with some weird freaking. Me and Bruger just drinking in the bar, coming up with.
Really dumb stuff. That's the shit stuff I like.
One thing I didn't check was we didn't steal the cultists' holy symbols this time. I don't think. I forgot to check their bodies.
I purified that altar. Apparently, there was that cold wind at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't grab any of that mundane to me stuff, you know.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything different that I can or need to prepare. I mean, I have what spells I have, so I'm not as blessed as Marius in that regard.
I got me sword, arm, and shield.
So that with that scroll, that will raise me enough to be at level 3.
Beautiful.
You want to stay here and level then? We can wait the week.
Going through our pile of crap, do we got an extra shield in there? Otherwise, I gotta wait.
I had a shield, and I never actively sold it or anything because I've got a magical shield now.
I'll go grab that out of the.
It was a medium shield or whatever.
Yeah, whatever room we're keeping all that stuff in.
Alrighty, so you have a shield, sir.
Well, it's just because I'm not using the staff too much anymore, so I got an extra hand free.
Yep. Okay, so you guys are going to spend the time.
Mm-hmm.
So let us take a quick moment. And
I wish we could watch Marius get all those hand gestures wrong.
We can heckle him the whole time.
He's using the one he's most familiar with.
Yes.
Bigby's offensive finger.
I know I'm number one.
Bixby's
it.
gesture of tossing. Yes.
Do it.
In
Do
my
it. Do it vertically and then do it horizontally. Vertically's for you. Horizontally is for the horse you rode in on. All right. So we have excellent few deviations from norm for your play, Kevin. And that grants you a ranking of 1. So let's see. Some number to 1 to 4. This indicates the number of weeks the character must spend in study. So 1 week. Your level will be 1,500 times that equals the cost level. So you need 3,000 gold to train and level. Oh, wait, no, that's right. I'm sorry. Yes, you guys have been gifted free training due to your service for the keep. So
Yes, sir.
you just you just have a week. Would you like to roll your hit points?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
And since I have the highest con bonus available for
D-Day's
Magic
working
User, i.e. +0, let's see what happens. Not the hidden roll. Oh, dope. I get 1 HP.
Oh.
Ooh.
There you go.
You had a 1 in 4 chance and you blew it.
Well, it's 11 versus 10. So I've been blessed up to this point.
There you go.
I
Okay.
will take it.
So, what spell do you wish to add to your repertoire?
Well, I think the most appropriate would be Mirror Image, but let me check one more time.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You can try and learn my Stinking Cloud as well if you want. If you want to try, if you have the means of copying it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take Web.
Ooh,
instead.
good one. Yeah, good
I'm
one.
going to take Web. So,
All right.
Bill, do I need to roll for this?
You
Chance
need
to
to
know which
roll
one's the spell?
percentage chance to see if you can know the spell.
Okay, so my history is quite dire with this, but we'll see what happens.
And if you can't, you can try another one.
57. I got it.
57. Okay, you're like, that makes sense. So let's see. I say, let's see, a pithy statement. Extend my arms, middle fingers to my palms, pinkies, thumbs, and pointers extended. And that's how you cast the web spell. So,
And then you wish you had more cartridges.
Well, it depends on which version of the character, right? The original version didn't have cartridges.
That's my favorite version. Doesn't use cartridges.
Yeah. Web is what I want, Bill. So I'll pick something else next time.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You may now know web. Congratulations.
That's an excellent choice.
It is.
So
Yes.
I'm going to swap out though. I'm gonna learn I'm gonna do 2 sleeps in a web. So instead of burning hands and sleep.
Marius, do you have any spell other than sleep or burning? Do you have magic missile?
I do not.
We've been fighting. We've been fighting undead a lot recently, and like it's one of the reasons why I can't do as much because like sleep doesn't do anything against undead.
Right. I don't have magic missile to use, so I have burning hands, but it requires me to be in proximity of danger, and that's how I get folded.
Yeah, that 1 hit point, so not conducive to.
Don't sleep on shocking grasp. That's the one. Well, I'll let you right up into the front, and you can use it.
I'm a character that doesn't appreciate being folded. My clothes being folded with me in them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
My next first level, I'll try to get magic missile.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And I should also point out, just for the curious, a lot A lot of dungeon masters skip over this, and a lot of players too, but they shouldn't. And it is this. Creatures, I'm sorry, wait, that's not it. For every full turn, that's 10 minutes, 10 rounds, entrapped by a web, a creature has a 5% cumulative chance of suffocating. Web can become a death spell under the right circumstances. But anything with a strength between 13 and 17 can break through webs of 1 foot worth of webs per turn. A strength of 18 or greater, 1 foot of webs per round. So it balances out, you see. Alrighty.
So weakness, then web, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Ray of enfeeblement, then web, and stand back and watch the hilarity.
Or you instantly suffocate were rats with it.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Alrighty. So, yes, your week of training is successful. The rest of you can hang out and do stuff as you see fit there in the keep.
For my part, last time we were here, I tried to look at that's going to be an ongoing recurrence for Verugas to try to see if he can encounter anybody of like mind or similar to like mind to be a henchman.
My kidneys
Oh,
are
I see. Okay.
Yeah, no, not that kind, not a paramour, just a henchman.
Yeah, please not paramour.
Wait, will you
No,
take
you meant a paramour. That's different. Unfortunately not, Vrug. Unfortunately not.
All right.
Everyone at the keep is currently occupied. You guys have really helped trade open up, so yeah, folks are actually pretty busy. The keep is kind of bustling, and they have you largely to thank for it. So most of the able-bodied men who can swing a sharp thing on the end of a long pole are all, in fact, being hired by local farmers, small merchant caravans going to larger towns further back to the west, and so on and et cetera. So you're victims of your own success.
Well, that's nice progress, at least.
I had faith in the guys we already had the whole time.
I got faith in me.
Do you think it would be worth me prepping shield?
What, to cast on yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I carry a shield, but if I prep shield, I mean, I can't really use my sleeps anyway. So
Yeah, but do you have like doesn't it like not take effect if you have magic armor and stuff, and won't the shield be less than your armor that you're wearing and carrying?
that's fair. I don't have a magical shield at the moment. So
That works.
yeah, I don't know if shield stacks with regular armor or not. I'm not familiar with it in this edition.
So does a shield spell stack with shield? Is that the question?
Does a shield spell stack with just your regular armor?
Yes, it does. Let me see. Shield is first level.
Yep.
I love that illustration for shield in the player's handbook. But yes, it negates magic missile attacks, provides equivalent protection of armor class 2 against hand-hurled missiles, 3 against arrows, bullets, bolts, manicore spikes, slaying stones, and 4 against all other forms of attack. So much for the pathetic magic user who can be killed by a house cat at first level, right, guys? So duration is 5 rounds a level. So in your case, that would be 1.5 turns.
Yeah.
That's an entire combat for the most part.
Pretty much, and that
Maybe
would
two if
be
you're lucky.
yeah. That would take my armor class from the 0 it is currently down to, on average, basically a -2.
I mean, yes and no. You'll take the better armor class of the shield spell in those cases that I mentioned, but
Well, see, I think his armor class is better than all of those
Shield.
cases.
Yeah.
In which
Right,
case,
so
it's going to
it's
be
right,
useless except for magic missile.
except for magic missile. That
Yeah.
that was my point.
Yeah. You're right. You're right, because it doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Well, 'cause that's why I asked. Does it stack with my armor?
It
But no,
stacks, but it doesn't add. It stacks as in it's in front of your armor, but it doesn't
Yeah.
add.
Right,
armor
it's
class.
a static AC, not a
Yeah.
bonus.
Yeah. Okay. So then, well, okay. By 2020's definition, it doesn't stack then. Okay.
It does not stack on AC. No.
Yeah. Okay. Word. Yeah. No point.
I am going to buy additional oil. Though what I've consumed, I'll have to buy some more if there is some at the.
What we used
Wait.
it all?
I have 5. How many do you want?
I have 6, but I want more. So
You know they weigh 50 coins apiece, right?
I know they're heavy. That's where all my weight is.
your 6 is all you can reasonably fit in your pack, my dude. They're pint. You are basically carrying a gallon of oil in frangible clay bottles in your backpack. So,
But it's Thanksgiving. I need to cook that turkey.
well,
yeah.
if the monsters use fire attacks, you're the turkey that's going to get cooked.
You need
I'll
to deep
then
fry a
I'll
halfling.
downsize then. I'll give me back the 2 GP.
It's all oil, and the rest of it's padding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can fashion the world's first bandolier.
They're mason jars on a bandolier.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I won't do that.
Not going to cast explosive runes on all of your flasks of oil and then leap down on that guy.
The berserker. Yeah, I'll do that later when I get that ring of fire resistance.
Allahu Akbar. All right. So the week passes. Things are quiet for traveling caravans and such. And keep prospers. So what will you guys do?
I guess go back in.
After we're waiting on Marius, once he's done,
All right.
there's new skills to the test.
That'd be the plan.
Yep. I like the place we were in last, right? Looked like it was still promising to explore.
Yep.
So let's go back there if we can go back there.
Promise of blood and guts. You ready, wizard?
Yeah, it'd probably be mine, but yeah, sure.
Now you stay in the back. We'll crush some skulls.
All right. Let's
I like you more every day, Jerome.
Let's go back in. Let's take the.
I think you're rubbing off on me.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, not in front of the squares.
Let's take these. Let's take our 2 actual paid minute arms in then, Finkel and Thrud, and we'll leave.
Are these
Now,
the ones
Marco
with
and Edward
swords
have
or the
some-
ones with spears?
They're the ones with swords, but
Alright.
they're also the ones in plate mail. I have the other. So Edward is in plate mail, but Marco isn't. So we actually have 3 minute arms in plate knot and 1 knot.
Yeah, it's a nice little retinue.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you've actually got both of your men at arms, or your 1 man at arms who is injured, is now back up. So you can absolutely have him accompany you again.
Yeah, I would have been administering them to them within the days that they had available to us. How about them? Do NPCs ever go up in levels?
Nope,
Uh,
not if they're
you-
not if they're
Hirelings do not. Hirelings do not. Henchmen, leveled, classed NPCs that you can get to accompany you sometimes through a much more difficult process than let's go down to the hiring hall. I'm buying spears and leather armor and small wooden shields for you 8 guys. Follow me. Your henchmen require vetting and so on, and you essentially have them as NPCs in the group, and they level, but at half the rate you guys level.
Is there a hiring board in town or something where we can?
that's what
put
Vroog's
notes?
been looking for.
Yeah, not the keep is kind of too small for that sort of thing, but occasionally you can meet.
Hopefully, our guys can't read, and we'll just be like looking for better guys than the ones we have now.
You can always find a mercenary if you wait long enough in the bar.
Well, we've been there all this time. You haven't found anybody yet.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm ugly.
I don't think that has much to do with anything.
Do we run anything on the way?
No, you do not.
Word.
Man,
All right. Well, party, let's form up. Well, I guess it's going to be Vroog and the men at arms, and give one man at arms a spear. Because we can only walk 2 abreast, right?
Where are you going?
Well, back into the hall with the priests, I think.
Yeah,
no,
the priests and
that's a
whatnot.
20-foot wide hallway. You can go as wide as 5 in a 20-foot wide corridor.
We ain't there
My
yet.
suggestion,
it's usually me and Vroog up front, and then
Yeah.
your
yeah,
guys behind us. The way it's
That's
been.
if we can go 5 abreast, we could also do Vroog like on the left flank, you on the like right flank, and
Those guys.
sword guys in the middle. You know.
Sounds good.
That's fine. Nonetheless, then I'll outfit our I'll outfit Finkel and Thrub with spears as well. Then, in case they need them, and we can advance.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just basically set up a basic skirmish formation and make our way back up to that cave carefully.
Yep.
You know, keeping an eye out.
No yelling this time.
I can't help that.
Okay. The caves are dismal and haunted seeming as they have been thus far. Are you going in the secret way? Or are you going boldly into the entrance at the end of the ravine towards the top?
Let's go through the front door. The
Yeah, I'm
secret
all
way takes
about that.
forever.
My guys, don't you want the chance to run into wandering encounters?
I ain't here for secrets. I'm here for smashing heads.
Okay,
Terry told me to
Avoid
avoid.
unnecessary
there you go.
danger.
They can be taught.
Bruh, I knew that going into this like 2 years ago.
By the way, for those of you who are curious, tonight is the 21st episode of Let's Play Keep on the Borderlands. We have had some weeks when we have not gamed, but yeah, 21 sessions of Let's Play Keep on the Borderlands. All
Really?
right. Really?
You want me to-
It doesn't seem like that many.
Yeah. And again, that's not 21 weeks. We've had weeks when, sessions when I was not here. So, all right. So into the caves you go. You come to the T junction. Now, one thing I want to ask right now, did you guys bring the thief? The player's not here. Did you leave his character back? Or did you ask him to accompany?
That wouldn't have been me who asked him.
I'm going to say no.
Fair enough, because the question of scouting ahead might have come up. At any rate, you are at the junction. The weird sounds, laughter, gonging noises, so on and etc. All of that echoing through these black and red shot through stone corridors, the smooth worn floor, the smells of foul incense and worse things. You have a turn to the south. You have a turn to the north. Which way will you go, adventurers?
Haven't we been all the way to the south?
I think so. I want to get back to that big, wide hallway.
Yeah, because we had that room, right, with a south entrance and a north entrance that was protected by guards, and it just wrapped around. And then I think there was something going north from that.
Yeah,
Of course, Mark had the map.
that sounds right. I don't map. I don't think like that unless I'm actively sitting and doing the map as we go.
Right. Let's proceed to the north.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay.
Just be quieter than me.
Yep.
I'll be sure to do jumping jacks then.
All four of us tiptoeing in the plate mail.
Clank, 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 clank.
2, 3.
All right. So onward you go. You do not encounter anything as you make your turn to the west on your left, the upward slope. You come to, at the top of the slope, of course, again, you come to an intersection. You have a path to the south and a path to the north. Whither will thou goest, adventurers?
Keep going north.
Yeah, Vrug agrees. He'll peek his head around the corner, of course, first or whatever. Kind of look out, take the crossbow bolt to the head or whatever.
I'll make sure Yancy is watching her back, just in case.
I forgot about him.
Her.
All right. Looking to the north,
Yeah.
the hallway ahead seems clear.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Tally ho.
Yeah.
Same width.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see if we're getting ourselves lost here.
All right.
That's why you always go north or whatever and trace the east wall.
Welcome to all you folks who popped on the stream. I see we've got a few more viewers. So if you haven't already, please do click that subscribe button. Click the like button if this is the kind of content you enjoy. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Remember to ring the bell.
Yes, do ring the bell. You move to the north. On the right-hand side, as you remember them, there are two wooden doors separated by 20 feet.
But the hallway continues, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so it was past those two wooden doors was where the hallway widens out. Is that right?
It does not widen out. It turns slightly to the northeast.
Okay.
It remains 10 feet tall.
All right, same deal on this one for Vrug. But instead, being that it's at an angle, he'll move like 5 feet over to the left and try to get an angular view on it, and inform the others of anything that I see.
Yeah.
Let's turn this phalanx.
I'll press my elvish ear to one of the doors. Do I hear anything?
They do come in handy for something.
You do not.
Yeah, I figured.
Nope.
Wave of Mutilation said, someone out there needs to do a D&D musical. They did. His name's Ronnie James Dio, and the video is Holy Diver. You're welcome.
I thought you were going to talk about Labyrinth and David Bowie.
I mean, I guess if you want to do something for 110 minutes, that works too. And that's Labyrinth, David Bowie, Jennifer Connelly, and David Bowie's codpiece.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so looking to the northeast again, the hallway remaining 20 feet wide slopes in that direction. There's a faint red flickering coming from that general direction.
Torchlight?
Okay, so these aren't the doors. So these aren't the doors that we had opened previously.
No, these are the doors you had opened previously.
Okay, but I guess they're closed back or whatever, being that he listened at one of them.
Correct.
The body's still there.
Well, you want to open one of the doors and find out, because they're not lying in the hall. You don't see any corpses out there.
What do you think, boys? We should open one of these doors.
No, I think we leave it for now. Can we lock the doors from these sides or bar them in some way?
The best thing you could do is wedge them.
Actually, Vrug, you wedge the north door, I'll wedge the south door.
I'll look around to see if the sound attracts anything.
And I ain't got me no spikes.
That's fine. Take one of mine.
I don't have any either. Yeah, I'll look. If you're going to look at the southern passage, I'll look up to the north, make sure nothing's coming down.
Despite the hammering sounds, nothing comes to check it out.
That's perfect.
All right.
I think we took care of all the gnolls that were down here.
Well, let's go find. I don't think there are gnolls down here. I think there are cultists down here.
Oh, that's
We've seen a few.
We ran into bugbears well, not last time, but close to it.
Keep going north.
Yeah, let's continue along the dog leg in the hallway.
Yeah, let's make our way.
Alrighty. You follow the northeastern turn. The hellish red light continues to grow.
That's not
As
torch.
you, let's see. As you are making your way up the hall.
Damn it, Duran, I told you to be quiet.
Who's talking? Shh. Oh, that's me. Be quiet.
Somebody's in heat.
All right, let's see now.
We encounter 10d4 sturges.
No, you do not encounter D4 sturges. As if I would do such a thing. No.
You guys are hammering.
What you see coming down the hall towards you is almost too horrible to explain. First of all, you are not.
Mother-in-law, get down.
What is Marius's dex, please?
Actually, Jerry, his dex is 18.
Oh, that's very good. You're not surprised. What is Vrug's dex, please?
14.
Vrug, you are surprised. Mobius, what is Duran's dex?
14.
Answer standard. What is Thane? What is our standard's disability?
16.
16.
16, and as far as that,
I'm sorry. You audio choked, my friend.
I heard what is Sir Standard's disability, and I said probably autism.
I heard the same thing.
Okay, good. I'm not mad.
Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you always for making me put my giant bear claw foot in my mouth.
No,
What is maybe I should get semaphore light? What is Sir Standard's dexterity?
16.
16. Okay. Let's see.
I thought you were grabbing that sweet bear shoe for a minute there.
No. You have the same surprise as these things. These look like cephalopoid cutworms. They're about 7 or 8 feet long, segmented bodies on legs, very low to the ground, and their heads are masses of feelers that are waving around, and they seem to be a little bit startled by you guys. They're kind of a disgusting greenish brown color, and they are you see them when they're about 30 feet away from you.
And how many in number again?
There are 2 of them.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to send a bullet down their way.
Okay. So Duran is readying his sling. What is Sir Standard doing? What are the men-at-arms doing?
Are the men-at-arms surprise?
They would be.
Yes, the men. Well, everyone is equally surprised. Let's just put it that way.
I'm casting sleep.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm casting sleep. If I get lucky, I think I might be able to get either D4 of these things or D2 of these things. I'm not sure. I don't know what their hit dice is.
Well, there's only 2 of them, so yeah.
Well, no, D2 for the D2, it's 0 to 1. It's not 1 to 2. For if these things are 3 hit dice, if these things are 3 hit dice, 3 to 4 hit dice, it's I can get 0 or I could get 1. And I don't remember what carrion crawlers are in this edition. If they're 3 plus 1, if they're 3 plus 1 to 4, it's 1 to 2. And then if it's 4 plus 1 to 4 plus 4, it's 0 to 1.
All right. Kraika, what are we doing? Marius, what are you doing?
If he casts sleep and it works, then I will not cast sleep. Otherwise, I'll cast sleep.
Are you going to cast a spell, or are you not going to cast a spell?
I'm not going to cast a spell this round. I'll cast it next round.
That's fine.
Yeah. I guess throw oil. Actually, I'm going to throw oil this round.
Okay. What is Rue going to do?
I'm simply going to yell, split the middle. Having seen this before and knowing that the spellcasters are in the back rank, I think that's reasonable.
Okay. Mobius is firing a sling stone. Sir Standard is casting sleep. 2 men-at-arms are holding fast, I'm guessing. Sir Standard?
They're currently surprised as far as I was aware. Yeah, they'll present spears.
Surprise negates. Negates. The carrion crawlers were just as startled to see you guys as you were they. So
they will present spears and wait to let these things advance.
Okay. We have declarations. Let's just start at the top of the order as it appears on the screen. Kevin, please roll initiative for the party.
Come on.
When I really wish I could get that.
I'm watching your roll.
I got an 18. Man. No, it's a 2.
It's a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. The carrion crawlers are going to shuffle forward, but they will use their entire round getting to you, scuttling along. Let's see. Duran, fire your sling stone. And Marius, you may... I'm sorry, was it Marius or was it the men-at-arms throwing oil?
Marius is throwing oil.
Okay, so Marius, you're spending this round getting your oil out of your pack. Yes. Is basically
men-at-arm have the reach with spears, so they should be able to attack.
I assume I miss. I got an 8.
Yes, an 8 will miss, unfortunately. Just sort of pecks off the thing's exoskeleton. And go ahead and have the men-at-arms and stabulate them.
Sure.
So they have
let's see.
long spears. They have like the 10-footers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
One's a 14. That might, let's see, 14 0 level would be AC 7. Or 14 for a first level would be AC 6. I don't know which they count as.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the attack matrices now. So a 14. But the question is, let's see. Their heads are what's facing them. So unfortunately, that's going to miss. Did the other fellow attack yet?
He rolled a 6. So
yeah. So
they're waiting on my sleep, which should be going off soon.
Roll. Basically roll any dice with even sides, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, D2, right? Basically.
Let me
all
see.
right. 1 to 3 is 2. 4 to 6 is, or 1 to 3 is 1. 4 to 6 is 2. I got a 4, so that's a 2 on the D2. So if they're 3 hit die, I sleep 2 of them. If they're 4 hit die, I sleep 1.
Okay, it's actually a range. If they were exactly 4 hit die, you still would have gotten 2 of them.
Kick ass.
Okay.
Well, thump.
All right. No saving throw. They both curl up into a ball immediately.
Very, very quiet. Shh.
And duration is 5 rounds per level, so 15 rounds, so 1.5 turns.
Yep.
But they can be slept awake, right? So we need to be careful with this.
Well, we can also Vrug, if you would be so kind as to
Yeah, sleeping.
Yeah, you took.
Monsters are auto hit for twice damage, I think.
Vrug, if you would be so
You
kind.
took all the fun out of it.
Hey, if you want to wake it up, go ahead. I won't stop you.
No, I don't think so.
I think
Even I wouldn't need that.
I think twice max damage with your long sword, and these creatures are considered large. They're about 9 feet long. Yeah, you can round 1, chop one in half. Round 2, chop the other in half, and that's the end.
Yeah. For clarification, the maximum would be 34.
Good God. Good God.
That's at times 2, obviously. You
Right.
know, maybe 12
Open,
plus
check the
5.
skillet.
That rivals what my
Check.
dwarf was doing last campaign.
Yeah. Which is your oh nope, that you've changed your user icon. That's not your
Correct. Oh, I'm not playing a dwarf.
very true.
Playing a kobold?
Well, this is the only spellcaster, the only other spellcaster art I have. I've been too poor to get Carlos to make me more. Besides, the last time I had the
Gotcha.
character art done, the character died. So
Don't paint a miniature. Don't get character art done. Don't write stories about your character until they're like very high level, and maybe even then. That's, if the DM hands you a lovingly painted miniature, use that, but don't run out and buy the latest and greatest dark sword or whoever, Reaper or whatever miniature, and spend hours painting it and watching Sam Lenz and other painters talking about doing it and blow $50 on paints and a sable brush, because that night it's gonna die. Your character is gonna die.
Unless you want a sweet painted miniature on Bill's shelf, then by all means do it.
Like I said, if the DM offers you one, that's one thing. But all right, so they're dead. Their ichor pulling around your feet. This is about at the midpoint along the angled hallway.
Never gonna get this out of my boots.
let's keep moving.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing apparent of value. Should we take a second and cut them open?
Check their gullet.
Are the tentacles good for anything?
Who knows what they ate?
Rendering you paralyzed if you touch them.
Correct. I mean, but can we like slap someone else with?
Cut off the head and cut off the head
Do
and put
we
it on
just
its
walk
spear.
up and just pow?
Yeah, put it on a pike.
If I could like glue them on my shield and like wiggle them around when I'm like
Yeah.
running forward.
It's like using a cockatrice and NetHack.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
only a matter of time before you paralyze yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cut open the stomachs. I mean, I assume that's only going to take a couple minutes. I don't mind the smell.
Okay.
So
We
it
thought
smell
they smelled
bad.
bad on the outside. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you cut them open, and you're like, you vaguely remember doing this in high school with the earthworms. You split them open. There's nothing of interest inside them unless you're interested in carrying crawler guts. And yes, the smell is unbelievably awful.
Sorry about that.
Should have made the henchman do it.
He who
Might-
smelled
might
the
say
dog did.
Yeah, one of the
You might
henchmen's
say
leaning
that-
on his spear and just shakes his head and says, "We're not paid enough for that." Okay. Whither goest thou, adventurers, after that scary encounter?
Can we keep going north? Is there like way past them? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we keep going the direction we're going, in my opinion.
All right.
Okay. The hallway turns due north, and you can now see the red light, the flickering red light, emanates from the room beyond 60 feet down. You can see tapestries lining the wall. You can hear faint chanting coming from this room.
Oh, that's never good.
So, what will you do, gentlemen? What will you do?
Hey, anybody can go up there and take a look.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
let's advance. I'll draw my bow.
Hell, I'll go.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so this room is east to west.
And like chanting one person, chanting multiple people.
it sounds like multiple people, but it's hard to tell exactly where it's emanating from. Vrug, this chamber that the party has entered, it does run from east to west. The hallway that you come into would be in the southern and easternmost corner. Immediately on your right, there is a wooden door that actually opens out into the 60-foot long passage that leads to this chamber. So you've got a door just before the chamber. You've got the chamber before you. It's all black and red and tapestries and all kinds of frightening stuff.
Okay, so did that mean that I can see the other side of the door being inside the chamber? And that the door is just south of where we entered the chamber?
The door is on your right, facing you guys. So it's like a door that opens into the hallway that you guys are entering this chamber from.
Right. So basically a useless doorway from my assessment, unless I wanted to open it back out into the hallway.
It's not open, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to try to creep along the north wall.
Yeah, let's keep moving down towards whatever the sound is.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to see if I can get a look with me vision.
If one's in, if
Keep
one's
me
in
covered.
shot, yep, I got dark vision too, so I'll advance up with you.
Fair
Okay.
enough, he
I
is.
can see nothing.
There are braziers lighting this room. Your infravision is useless. The dim red light and the heat provides just enough light for those who do not have infravision to see, but too much heat for those who do have infravision to see any more than they could if they were outside.
I don't think that changes the plan. You know,
Okay.
the idea is to kind of get a look and see if there's something, you know, along the south or something to try to get an angled look to dodge back real quick if something comes firing out at us like a ballista.
We can advance along the south side. The rest of the party can advance along the north side, and worst comes to worst, we pincer them.
Okay, so
Yeah, we can do that too.
let me describe the chamber because I don't want there to be any misunderstanding. This huge area has an arched ceiling some 30 feet or more in height. The floor is of polished black stone, which has swirling patterns of red veins through it. The walls behind the draperies and the ceiling as well are of dull black rock, while the west wall is of translucent red stone, which is seemingly one piece polished to mirror like smoothness. A great bell of black iron stands near the entrance point with a pair of mallets beside its supports. To the south are several long benches or pews. There are 3 stone altars to the west, the northernmost of pure black, the middle one streaked black and red, the last red with black flecks. At the western end of this area is a dais of black stone with 4 lesser chairs on its lower tier and a great throne above. The chairs are of bone. The ivory throne is set with gold and adorned with gems of red and black. The signs and sigils upon these sheets are of pure chaos and evil. The walls are covered by draperies of deep purple with embroidered symbols and evil sayings done in scarlet and gold and black thread. Black candles in 8 great candelabras on either side of the place spring to life magically, shooting forth a disgusting red radiance. Shapeless forms of purple, yellow, and green dance and sway on the western wall.
Well, so there's 3 sarcophagi, sepulchres, whatever, in the room.
No, they are altars.
Altars, right? Thank you.
And
they all had different colors.
And there's one.
There is.
There's,
hang on a second.
mm-hmm.
So the chamber you're in, as you've come in here, and you know, as I described, you have the door to your right,
Mm-hmm.
and the draperies around the walls, and of course, there's the way you came in. That's all you see.
Okay, that's
Right.
it. I'll check the door to the right then.
And
Okay.
you want me to ring the bell?
Actually, what I want you to do is the most careful you can. I want you to take that gong down quietly.
It's
cut
not
the cords.
gong. It is a bell. It is a huge iron bell.
If we can take the bell, or can you remove the clapper from the bell?
Man, I don't even know what that is.
It's the little tongue thingy that goes back and forth inside the bell.
Man. Come on, let's go take it.
Damn, the thing that rings it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we take that mallet and we smash it. We get in position and we surprise. Surely they'll come running out.
Idea.
Probably.
Steal the mallets. Just steal the mallets. Don't let them ring them.
How am I gonna do with mallets? I'll toss them down the hall.
That's fine. Well, worst comes to worst, you can ring the bell later. But for now, just steal the mallets. We don't want them ringing the bell.
Man, I don't like this place.
We don't have to like it. Anything in that southern door or stroke the door to our right?
Give me a open doors roll.
Sure. I think I open doors on a 1 through 3. Yes,
You're that
I do.
a brawny thewed magic user.
Yes, I am actually. Yep, that's a 2. So
the door is open.
yeah, strength is like my best stat actually.
You are not surprised, and neither are the 20 skeletons who lunge out of that chamber at you. You are
Kick
right
ass.
there in toe-to-toe combat. What are you doing? 3 skeletons with weapons. They are going to start hacking at you. What are you doing?
How big is the room?
It's difficult to tell because the room beyond is not lit. You have the faint red light from the temple is shining in there, but you can tell, like I said, there are easily over a dozen of these skeletons.
Wand of fireball.
Okay. So you're going to wand a fireball. Marius, you hear this great commotion. What are you doing? We don't know what Kevin's doing. He's standing there. Doom Sword.
I'm sorry. I was muted.
All right.
Can I see in there or not? I don't think I could see in there where I'm at, right?
You weren't opening the door, so from where you are, no.
Okay, so I'm going to get ready. I'll get ready to throw oil, just in case.
Okay. Fart in a hurricane, considering what's about to happen, but that's all right. Doomsword, what is Vroog doing?
Moving toward the bell.
Okay. Duran, how about Mobius? Mobius, how about Duran? I do it to most groups. So Mobius, what is Duran doing?
I'm definitely like moving towards the door as soon as I hear the commotion.
Okay. Yeah, you can see skeletons lunging out at.
Okay, well, if I can see them, I'm gonna start turning them like instant.
Okay. All right. So we know what Sir Standard is doing. Your men at arms, are they flanking you?
They're gonna go and help Vroog.
Okay. All right. So they're doing something with the bell.
There will be nothing for them to do here in a hot second.
Okay. Let's roll initiative, and I think the last person roll was Kevin. So Dooms, yeah, D6, my friend.
That would be a 5.
Okay, party goes first. Let's see now. The chamber beyond, and how big is it?
That's why I wanted to know, is it bigger than 20 by 20 feet? Just some idea.
1,
Hence
2,
the asking.
well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Everyone in the party give me a saving throw versus wands. Roll 6d6 if you would, please, Sir Standard.
Wow, okay. I didn't think I'd get everybody in the party, but all right, sure. All right.
Backdraft. I better make my saving throw.
That's why I asked if how big the room was.
Yeah.
I failed.
Okay.
I would like to see the 66 first.
I mean, chances are I'm dead regardless, so.
I also failed. So.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Man.
Is it all of us? Really? I thought that was the only one by that door.
A fireball envelops a... Well, wait. The roof in here is 30 feet tall.
Right, so it's 3x what you counted.
That is significant. Well, I mean, it's still gonna...
I'm happy killing myself, but like...
Sure.
Seriously, damn.
So let's
3 got a good roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see. You guys are the luckiest SOBs on the planet. I just want to point that out. I would just like to point out that you guys are the luckiest SOBs on the planet. There is a great rush of superheated air out of this room, which is 30 feet tall. It doesn't say it's not. It talks about the ceilings. Let me double check, because I'm not going to let y'all off the hook that easy. Go ahead and roll
Right,
the
because
6.
this room might or might not have 30-foot ceilings, right?
Well, it said arched, right? In the last one. So.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, but this is through a door.
Right.
That's where adjudication comes into play.
All
Well,
right.
This is also why I explicitly asked.
Yeah, but you could
roll your 6 dice. Roll your
All
6 dice.
21.
21.
So if it hits me, I am dead flat out.
Okay.
I'll be fine either way.
Yeah. It's negative,
Finer with the save.
yeah, beyond -3 kills you, right? So
I'm not bothering to roll saving throws for the occupants of that room because they were roasted. I said, okay, Bill, you have to adjudicate this. This ancillary chamber could have a 30-foot high roof like the rest of the Chapel of Evil Chaos, or it could just be a low-ceilinged room. I didn't want to dwell on figuring out Gary's intent, so I said I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1, it's got a 30-foot roof. On the rest, well, happy holidays, everyone. You're all now bright red, at least for a split second. I rolled a 1. The chamber beyond had a 30-foot roof. The chamber beyond was exactly 11 10 by 10 squares on the map. 33
Sweet.
by 10 by 10 squares. Kaboom. So whatever was in there is blown to flinders. There's a stink of burning bone and flesh from beyond the chamber. So that is what happens. You detonate a fireball in that chamber. I've never had anyone throw a fireball in there. I never had a reason to wonder about what the architecture was. But as it follows the rest of the construction, kaboom. Vroog, give me a d6 roll for yourself, if you would, please.
Sure. That'd be a 1.
That would be a 1. Okay. The dice giveth, the dice taketh away. Give me a save versus spells, please.
I believe that's a 16. Of course it is. I would have preferred rolling the save versus wand.
No, it's not for that.
Yeah, you're going to ring the bell, dude.
yeah, I missed it by 2.
Okay. You move up with the men-at-arms. You glance to the west. The wall is so beautiful and enchanting, and you feel compelled to say things that you do not completely understand. And everyone, the 2 men-at-arms are like, Lord Vroog, Captain. But you don't heed them as you continue to chant.
do you want the men-at-arms to save? I hate to ask the question, but I kind of feel like I have to.
I need the men-at-arms to save.
Okay. I do not know what their saving throws would
Just
be.
D20. Anything less than
Yeah.
17s, I think, are going to fail.
Yeah, that 13 fails. And the 11 fails. So they're going to stand there and rule.
Okay. Their voices are raised in chanting also. The great iron bell begins to toll.
Drat, knew should have grabbed that
Bwong. Bwong.
Wow.
Bwong.
Son of a bitch.
Well, at least the army of undead from the other rooms all, well, re-dead.
I start looking behind the curtains.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Vrug is just standing there chanting. The bell is tolling.
Somebody smack him.
You gotta
Snap
go
out of
in
it,
there.
man.
You gotta go in there.
Okay.
Can we just pull him out? I send the rope in.
Yeah, you have that animated rope, don't you?
Yeah.
The rope of entanglement, is it? Or was it a rope of climbing?
Rope of climbing.
Yeah, all you can do is make it fast to him. You can't make it pull him back.
No, we'll pull him back. As long as it's attached to him, we'll yank him out.
Tie yourself
Then shut him up.
to that yawn peak,
Gag him with the
preferably
rope.
around his mouth.
Gag him with the rope of climbing.
You're right. I'm afraid to go over there, frankly. Though if it's a charm effect, I might have some resistance, but
Possibly.
what the hell? I'll go and try and drag the men-at-arms back.
Okay.
I'm 90% resistant to charm effects, if that matters.
You know what? I think we can factor that in. I think we can give that a. Yeah, you managed to not look to the west. You're just dragging one man at arms back. He's still chanting.
That's fine.
He's still chanting.
Stick
The
a
bell
dirty
is
fuck
still
in his mouth.
tolling. Bless you.
What is holding up that bell?
It basically the whole thing is of metal.
So I can't sunder whatever's holding that bell up?
No, not
Eh,
easily.
I have a magic spear.
So is unreeling Vrug back in? Is he fighting or is he coming?
Yeah, he's just kind of dumbstruck there.
Okay. I'll go and grab the other men-at-arms and...
Okay. Still chanting.
All right.
We need a cup of potatoes.
He's going bonkers here. Sorry about that, guys.
Allergies?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well.
It's been kind of weird weather here, but anyway.
Shovel snow.
As you are dragging him back, who is in the rearmost of the party?
I'm assuming it's me.
Yes, yeah.
Marius.
Yeah. Sorry, Marius.
Yeah, it's Marius
Alrighty.
and Yancey. What the hell's going on?
Alrighty. So those of you in the back, Yancey and Marius, let's see. You are not surprised. Looming up behind you, literally like a low, oily fog on the ground, kind of forms into this tall figure in black plate mail. And he points at you and Yancey and says, "Infidel defilers, you will all drown in lakes of blood." But he is right there in melee distance. He is raising a staff over his head. What are you doing, Marius?
Well, if I still have that oil out, I'm throwing it in his face.
I mean, he is right at you. Vroog is kind of has the whammy put on him. You're looking at sundering the bell, or were you dragging him back? What is Mobius? And what is Duran doing, Mobius?
Well, I guess I'm gonna strike at that mist thing with my mace.
Okay. Well, it's a person. He's a person now. So.
Well, he is now.
All right. A wand of penalization. Illegal,
that's
evil.
that's
15
autocorrect.
yard penalty and loss of down.
I love autocorrect so
Shoots
much.
out a little yellow flag.
I love autocorrect.
The dungeon
It's
chair.
the best.
Half a month of food.
It's the best.
All right. Let's roll initiative. I think it is Mobius' turn.
Before.
Okay. So did you say we had a wand of paralyzation going?
No, I don't plan on using that. How far away is he? Is he 30 feet away?
Yeah. As you're dragging him out, he's standing right in front of Marius. Like there's a little silhouette of Marius, and then this huge, Sauron-looking guy.
He's done for.
Stinking cloud. That's what.
All right. So stinking cloud. Let's see.
It has a range. I just checked the range. If you're looking for the casting time, it's 2 segments.
Okay, so all right, it will go on the 4th segment. Missile weapons go now. Marius, roll to try and smash your flask of oil on the guy.
Okay. Roll better this time, Marius.
Oh, nice.
20. Yes.
Oh, yeah, so he's now like got oil on him, but he's still raising that staff up.
My good joke.
Hang on a second.
So we might look like Sean literally in a minute here.
So Vaughn asked about the saves for items and everything. The fireball was completely contained in the room with the undead, so no one has to save.
Which is good, because save or not, I would have died.
Yeah,
that's
same.
what the D6 check is how high is the roof, and it is basically the room is 33 10 by 10 by 10 cubes in height. So let's see. So he's wet with oil. I think that's his staff will actually roll to hit you, and it does. He strikes you with the staff but says a command word, and it immediately wraps around you.
What damage do I take? I have an AC of 6, so do I take damage from it, or is it just constricting me?
You do not take damage. You are constricted.
Okay.
You are constricted.
Is it a snake or is it just a bendy stick?
Well, you don't know.
It's just like, I guess, D&D's version of a snap bracelet.
yeah, slap. It is a snake. It is a snake staff, but command words and everything, you'd have to identify it. So let's see. That's what he does. He is hoisting up a mace and shield in the next round. Stinking cloud goes off, and let's check his saving throw. I hate that you guys have stinking cloud. I hate it to death.
Yeah, hate it all
Hopefully you
you
hit it to
want.
his death.
All right. He
I could have hit him with
falls to the floor, hacking and coughing.
I mean, I
And
could
he's
have
covered with oil.
paralyzed him.
Light him up.
Well, I would, except I can't.
Yeah.
Somebody else. Hey,
Somebody else light him.
Can you light him up? I'll ask Yancy if she could flame him somehow, some way.
Carry a torch from the men at arms.
She's sitting on your shoulder, holding her nose and like tugging at the snake step. I don't like snakes. Let me see. I don't like them, Papa. Hang on, let me see what she might be able to do. Okay, nothing. She casts a protection from evil. A little too late.
All right, so I get the tinderbox out, start like lighting up a torch, and then.
Okay, that's 2d6 damage to him as he lies there.
I'll stab
He
with
is
a
now
spear.
trying to scream and cough.
Can I instabulate him?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely instabulate him.
Can my men at arms instabulate him, or are they too busy being zombies?
Yeah, you said they have long spears, so they certainly can. But remember that for future conflicts where there's initiative ties, because long spears are slower than shorter spears.
Yep.
That can come to matter.
Spears have always gone last, though, so it's been a moot point thus far.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, anyway.
All right. Who's rolling initiative?
Well, you need to roll 2d6 to set the dude on fire. Not to set him on fire, but to do the damage to him.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Oh, 3 points.
Okay. He's kind of yelling and
it's hot, kind of.
Yeah, coughing and hacking. You have the potential to double that in the next round. Go ahead and roll the spear attacks on him.
Alrighty, let's have a
I
look.
just posted a lovely picture of Joan Jett this afternoon on my Twitter feed.
All right. First man at arms is a no. Second man at arms is a 13, so that might hit if he's being.
Well, hang on a second.
And then what's up?
No,
Why
I just
do we have
want
to roll to hit if he's non-funked?
Yeah, exactly how. Let's see. Any creatures must save of poison or be helpless.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He is. So yeah. So long story short, we could just narrate this out. It's spears to the body for him.
Yeah, he takes 3 spears.
So that is going to be 1836 points of damage. He doesn't survive.
Plus my strength, yeah.
He does not survive. He is dead.
Look over at Varug as he's snapping out of it.
Okay no. The men at arms are still chanting, Imhotep. Imhotep.
Can we have a dispel evil or something on these guys? Like priest, can you do that?
I didn't prepare anything like that. No.
Cool. Do we want to like lead these guys out here on a leash then?
Rope them up.
Use
that rope of climbing to keep them together, and I guess we're getting out of here. Is that what you're saying?
Frog march. Yeah. Is there anything the evil priest has on him?
Yes. If you wish to wait for the stinking cloud to dissipate, you may use his body, or you can just dive
I
in.
have a better. I have a better solution. I hook part of the priest's body with I don't know, the quillion of the spear that stops you from running down the length of the spear when you're impaled on it, and just yank him towards me. I could also use a grappling hook and a rope, the rope of climbing. Pick whatever device you would like. the hook on the end of the bill hook.
However you want to drag him out.
We can drag him out. So does he have anything of note?
He's got residual stink.
He has.
Well, yeah, I can't help that.
His shield is exceptionally well made and lightweight. His plate mail is of similar manufacture.
Stripping naked, heard.
The staff he had is still wrapped around. Well, no, it's been. It now turns back into a staff and drops off of Marius's body. So obviously that seems like it was something. He has a extremely valuable looking ring of gold with a black gem on it.
Word.
He has a potion of some kind.
Or a poison.
A scroll of some kind. I know, Jim Jacko, this is horrible. I expected this like the fights against the goblins and the bugbears were more exciting than this.
For me, this was perfect. This was execution.
Anyway, let's see, and he has a purse with. Let's see, a purse with 51 platinum pieces in it.
Nice. Okay. Did the skeletons in the other room have anything that survived the immolation?
No.
Now that we have a minute? Okay.
They were obliterated by that fireball.
Well, is everything in the room?
Yeah. And you see more than just skeletons' bodies. There are the charred bodies of zombies in there as well. Well, you presume they're zombies. You didn't hear people screaming, oh God, I'm on fire, make it stop. So one can presume
they're charcoal.
that they were zombies.
Couldn't happen to a better group of creatures.
Yep.
So, does anyone wish to continue searching the chapel?
Well,
we got to work out what's going on with Rogue. This is not something I've experienced with.
So you guys have brought them out of the chapel, correct?
Yeah.
All right. First of all, let's see. Because it takes you a while to capture.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it takes you a while to frisk the body and that sort of thing. And in the time that they're not exposed to it, Vroog and the Men-at-Arms kind of snap out of it.
Oh.
Welcome back. What happened?
I think we should destroy those all.
Worms of darkness working their way into your brain, Vroog.
Sorcery.
Sorcery. But there was some discussion of destroying the altars. You may do that if you like.
Yeah, I think we should come back with some hammers, a couple of stone cutting chisels, and see if we can just crack those altars in half.
All right, but before that, since we don't have that now, I'll use a couple of these flasks of holy water I got, and I'll just pour it over top.
Okay.
In a pinch, it'll do at least something.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, we could.
We lost
the back half completely cut out.
Yeah.
Oh no! I stopped because Bill started talking. Go ahead, Bill.
Oh no, I was just going to say. I mean, you can basically sanctify these altars if you want to take the time to do it. But the
arms snapped out of it. I guess we got the time now.
Yeah. And Vroog, whatever dark dream was projected into your brain, you know it came from looking at that wall.
Right. Well, clearly I won't do that again. I will point it out, however.
Would you say
The
that was
wickedness of that
infinity, or-
wall.
Okay.
Sanctify that priest.
How without looking at it?
Man, that ain't my problem.
Not my department. Okay. The men at arms now. The men at arms are basically doing this, but they're shuffling over to where you are, Sir Standard, and they're like, "My lord, there are gems on yonder dais. Should we retrieve those
On the dais?
on the chairs there, my lord?
On the there's not
There
like
are
999 of them, is there?
There's 10 black stones, 10 red stones, and a single large red stone.
I tell you what, gents. You for your good effort, you get a black stone. You for your good effort, you get a red stone, and you get a black, and then pry off the rest and bring the rest to me. Does that sound good?
It's like crazy talk. What are you doing?
You will have to tell
Already
the
paid.
Easy.
master how you're dividing
Okay.
these out. But
1 minute arms. 1 minute arms get the red. 2 minute arms each get one red stone. 2 minute arms each get one black stone. We get the rest.
Okay.
In exchange, they pry all the gemstones off the cursed chair.
Okay. The chair doesn't seem to be cursed, and they are
I'll do that myself.
they are pulling their cowls over their heads. So
out of your shirt.
yes.
That's
One of them guys is going to get a $500,000 black opal or whatever.
Exactly.
Probably, yeah.
He's going to hire us.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's
fine.
going to be hiring us next. Yeah.
Oh, adventurers, come here. You know, you were working for me just like a week ago. Yes, it is strange the turns life take. I desire some ice cream. All right. So, yes, denuding the chair of the gemstones is not a big deal as long as you're actively avoiding.
Look at that wall too.
I'm sorry, you said you're going to look at the wall?
I'm asking
Give me-
Sir Standard if he looked at the wall too, because he's acting nutso.
By giving all the stones
the reason
away.
I'm asking nuts, the reason I'm, friends, I'm going to remind you, the reason I'm acting nutso is the last time somebody took altar or an area in this temple, they nearly went mad. Do you remember what happened to the thief?
I wasn't around.
Did I take the stones out myself? I shoo the henchman away from the chair.
If you want to, go ahead. To be fair, though, I do think they've earned their credit.
Paid.
So there was no similar effect from the north wall curtain or anything like that, at least as far as I could see.
Nothing on the north wall curtain. You have not checked the south wall curtain, and you have not checked the eastern wall curtain.
Nah, I'm dead already. I'll make my way toward the south wall.
Okay.
Or the yeah.
Okay. So the majority of the south wall, wall, and then you find an opening that leads to the south in the westernmost corner of the wall. It's behind the curtain.
Hey, check this out.
Bless you.
Sorry about that.
Tight.
Okay.
Well, if I'm wrapping up, grabbing those stones, I'll go check out that spot with Rube. Unless it's
Okay. So this is obviously the private chambers of someone very important at the temple. It's furnished lavishly. There's a red carpet, furniture of black wood with velvet upholstery of scarlet. Yes, he's more evil than you could have possibly imagined. He's done it in 1970s Spanish colonial. Come on, my
How
fellow
many
Gen Xers,
black-
that was funny.
how many black and other gems were there? Did you say?
There were a total of 21 stones, 10 black, 10 red, and one very large red.
Thanks.
At any rate, there is a demon idol of Moloch, actually. It's sculpted, but it sits there, and it is holding a brazier in its hands, big toothy grin on its face, and large red gemstone eyes fixed in its skull. It is on the wall to the north, directly over the bed. And there's a screen in the
Mobius.
southeast.
A day to leave the thief at home.
All right, Mobius, you want to go and pry those out? You seem to be so sure of yourself here.
Plate mail's not very suitable for climbing. Better get up there, friggin' elf.
You're talking to an elf in plate. You get up there.
How high up is that? The gemstone eyes or whatever.
It's like 7 feet off the floor. The gemstone eyes kind of make it like 8 feet.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Give you a
imagine that I
boost.
could reach up there at arm's length and try to
Are we
pry them
doing
out.
this? I'm looking
For
around
sure.
for. I'm gonna look around for lizard men and such.
Why don't you ask for Yancy to do it?
Yeah. Oh, Yancey's not gonna touch that thing.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I know that was going.
Well,
So
there is
anyway,
there is one. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say who's doing the thing.
Well, I'm
Well,
doing
there's
the
one
thing.
minute arms in leather armor if you want to like boost him up.
Yeah, but I can reach it. I can reach it with my sword.
Oh,
Catch
heck,
him around.
if you can.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, I see this going well. I got it. Crack. Oops.
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, basically you're like, I can just reach up here and get these, and it falls on you, doing 9 points of damage.
The statue?
Yes.
It's like a pop machine.
Well, I got it down. Oh.
Yeah. But you now have two gems that are about the same diameter as a gold piece, and they look rather valuable.
Anything behind where the
Okay. Oh.
statue was?
Am I noting this down, or do you want, or are you noting that down separately, Rogue?
I'm not noting anything.
Okay, I got it then.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put them down as red eye gems. Yeah. Anything else in the room beyond the awful
There
upholstery?
in the south, along the south wall in the easternmost corner, there is an armoire. It is
Okay.
+1
Beyond-
plate armoire. That's a joke. It's
Does he have anything in the armoire?
well, let's see. Yeah, there are spare robes and whatnot, and etc. And
Grab some ropes.
It's a little late for those now.
Sure.
and
Might be a couple on the way out.
as you're going through there, you do actually notice there's a secret door in the back.
Kick
Nice.
ass. Where does it? Can I open it?
Yeah, give me a
Better not be no light post at the end.
give me a d6 roll.
Nope. You want me to try again, or Root,
you-
do you want to do it?
Do what?
Open the secret door.
In that closet?
Yeah.
Alright. I didn't see it.
Use your head this time. I tried to use my hand; it didn't
No,
work.
I use my old body.
So back off.
It's not rolling for some reason. There it goes. 1 and then 3, but
Nice.
either one of those would make it.
Nice.
Like it's not rolling for some reason is actually shocking.
Yeah. Okay, so
It's
yeah,
called
you
lag.
you pull the door open, and there is a cascade of treasure out of it. There's a space beyond it, but it's like this stuff was balanced to just fall out on you. It doesn't do any damage. You guys just hear the shing of hundreds of gold pieces, and you can see the glint of gems as they fall out as well.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
And there is space beyond it, I should
I don't
point
think
out.
we have enough sacks.
Is this like a cubby hole or is this a hallway?
It is a hallway.
Whoa. Okay.
This
Can I
balanced in boxes that would fall open when the door was open, but there is hallway beyond it.
Can I get an idea of number of gems or whatever and estimate of coinage, something like that?
Gems is not hard to figure out. There are 50 of them.
50 gems.
Coins, many hundreds.
Okay. Many hundreds. Okay, so 700 gold
Send
coins.
your boys up to clean out this mess.
Yeah, we have men at arms. We can.
I got 2
So,
large sacks.
What do we mean by many hundreds? Yeah, what do we mean by many hundreds?
Have them count it.
Just scoop it into the sacks.
I'm just trying to take notes for next week, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
My character doesn't have to know. I, as the player, have to know.
I just hope we have enough sacks.
Okay.
Vroog's like a pack mule.
I'll put it down
Okay, though.
as 7.
See?
I'll put it down as 700-ish GP then.
Okay. So scraping all of it together,
I can put it more in my belt pouch.
that feels about right. So you've got the 50 gems. You've got how much ever coin this is. Following the passage along after it, it's not that big. It's really more of a long niche of about 15 feet. It goes due south and ends in a blank wall. The wall is angled from southwest to northeast.
I was really hoping for sunlight, but
Well, I mean, Marius will go up there and see if he finds something. See if it's got secrets.
Marius, you do not find anything there.
anything other than red glow should be good, though.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a blank wall, just like it appears. Knock on it. I'll, use my dart and try to hit it and see if it sounds different.
Worse than worse, I'm an elf. I can have a look.
Well, so am I.
2 elves are better than 1.
That's probably true. Twice the chance.
That's definitely true.
I mean, on a glance, it's 1 in 6. On a dedicated search, it's 2 in 6. So, I mean, 1 in 3 chance for each of us. Why not, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what else it would be.
2 elves be worth 1 half orc.
It's Gary Gygax giggling in the afterlife saying, I know you're going to search that for 20 minutes.
And it does. It takes you a long time of searching, but eventually you do find that it is there is a secret door there.
Awesome.
Nice.
The hallway just can't end here. That makes no sense.
Well, I mean, basically the search for secret doors, and we kind of went over this in movement and time management when we did how to play Dungeons and Dragons not too long ago. But a character can search once every turn in a given area for a secret door. The whole idea of, well, I searched and you don't find any secret doors, therefore there must not be any, or I can only ever search it once. It's simply not true. It just takes you a turn every time,
Right.
because you're going back through your steps. So in this case, you guys searched for a half an hour before you found that seam, and now you've got to see if you can find a switch to open it.
We'll look for
Again.
the switch.
First, or you want me to try?
What a day to leave the thief at home.
That is an open door
All right, here.
check for you guys.
1 through 3.
Oh, okay.
I got a 3. It's open.
Okay, yeah. You push it open, and it leads out into the southwest to northeast angling hall that goes back into the chamber where you guys just were.
Right, but it's a bit of a shortcut, at least, I guess.
At least.
I'm making that ching 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 sound.
Yeah, where's my chalk so I could write "sucks" on the door? Okay, well, great.
Go the Akira route and write, die punks on it. All right. Where to now, adventurers?
Where does this door lead? Do we know? Do we recognize it?
It just opens back out in the hallway.
Cool. Well, let's
Is
go
the
back towards the exit
hallway
then.
Is the hallway door also a secret door? Or is it obvious from the other side?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it is closed completely, it is virtually invisible.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you guys know where it's at now. You don't have to hunt for it, but
Right.
yeah, just a passer. You're like, oh yeah, no, we wouldn't have seen that. And Marius, you suspect that perhaps that's how Tall, Dark, and Creepy snuck
Right.
up on you. Perhaps
That's how he
through
got
there.
behind us.
Yeah. Somehow the devil got behind you.
Yes.
All right. Let's
Alrighty, adventurers.
yeah, let's head back. We can announce to the count that I think the caves are finally cleared of evil? Question mark.
We shall set a sure watch upon the caves of chaos. You indeed have done well for us. If truly you have slain this agent of evil, and you have thwarted their temple, then I salute you, and I name you all protectors of the keep on the Borderlands. You have done a great service for us. Thank you, one and each. I have done all within my power to help you as I can with the tradesmen and teachers within the keep. If you wish to stay, if you wish to explore further from this point, you know that you are welcome here.
Absolutely, and that the castellan helping us level is more than enough payment as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
That's payment. That's payment tenfold. So.
All
right, gents. What do you want to do? It's almost the top of the hour, I guess. Do we want to try and get this stuff identified next time?
I, as your DM, am going to say that you're going to get that stuff identified next time. So
Well, that was easy.
yeah, right.
It's all over just about bar the shouting, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this somewhat anticlimactic conclusion of Keep on the Borderlands. I want to thank everybody who was hanging out with us tonight. We had a pretty good crowd tonight. As for what comes next for the adventurers, do you two Dooms? I don't know. We may do another module after this. There will certainly be some travel if the party does not wish to stay and try to scour the forests around the keep. We are in the world of Greyhawk, so it is certainly within the realm of possibility that we could wind up sending this group into another classic adventure module. But regardless of what we do, I hope you will all stick around and join us. I want to thank everybody, Michael, Dale, Wenger, Vaughn, for your supers tonight. They are much appreciated, and I will make sure that Lincoln gets over to the missus. She buy herself a little bite of lunch at work with that. Thank you. And thank you everyone out there who was in the audience watching this. 21 sessions it took us to get through this module. 21 sessions, a couple of about half strength total party kills, I think. We had Baron Von Headbanger in with us for a little while. There were rangers and paladins and clerics and magic users and thieves. But regardless, I tip my duffer to our players. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Doomsword. Thank you, Mobius. And thank you, Thane Kyle. I greatly, greatly appreciate your participation in this. Speaking of adventuring, though, we'll be back tomorrow night. Kyle will be here, not Thane Kyle, but my co-host Kyle will be here running some conflict in which I get to sit back and put my bear claw feet up and not worry about things for an evening. But until then, I want to say to my players, I salute you all. You did a great job in this module, and it was fun. And we'll discuss in the interim. I, the Dungeon Master, will discuss with my players what they would like to do. Perhaps they want to roll up new characters and do something different with new starting characters. Perhaps they want to continue these characters in a campaign. What do you folks out in the audience want to see? Leave a comment down below, and kind of give us a little bit of a little bit of feedback, if you would. But until next time, everyone, again, I say thank you, and please, for goodness sake, winter is here. They're hibernating. If you're cold, they're cold. Bring them in, your owl bears. Peace. Good night. I love you all.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere, in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around, some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle, way off course? Naked as a toad, all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me